Alright, so we're doing exercise 7b, and in this video I'll be answering question 1, which says find the image of the point -2, -3 after then a bunch of transformations. Let's begin with A, which is telling us after a reflection in the x-axis. So the takeaway message is going to be that when we reflect something in the x-axis, we're going to change the sign of our y value. So my new coordinate will be -2, 3. And let me prove that to you. Here is our original point, and if I was to reflect this across the x-axis, my new point will be here. And I'm going to write in that value. So this value is going to be -2, 3. So let's note the fact that my x value stayed the same, but my y value changed. So I'll repeat it. When we reflect in the x-axis, the sign of my y value will change. Let's now go to B, which is telling us after a reflection in the y-axis. The takeaway message is going to be that when I reflect something in the y-axis, my x value will change. The sign of my x value will change. So I'm going to get 2, -3. So let me prove that to you. Here's our original point. And if I was to reflect this across the y-axis, my new point will be over here. And that coordinate will be 2, -3. And as you can see, this time my x value changed, my y value stayed the same. So let me repeat that. When we reflect in the y-axis, my x value is going to change. All right, now we come to C, which is asking us to find what happens after a dilation of a factor of 4 from the x-axis. Now, when we dilate from the x-axis, my y value is going to change. So here is by a dilation of a factor of 4. So we're going to times our y value by 4, which means our new coordinate will be -2, -12. So I come here, here's my original point. I'm dilating it by a factor of 4 from the x-axis, which means it's going to move here. So let's note the fact that my x-axis stays the same, my y value changes. So when I'm dilating from the x-axis, my y value is going to change. Let's now do the very last one, which is asking us to find what happens after a dilation of a factor of 4 from the y-axis. So when I dilate something from the y-axis, that means my x value is going to change, and we're going to times it by a factor of 4. So as we come here, here's our original point, and we're dilating it a factor of 4 from the y-axis, which means it's going to move this way, and it's going to be, whoops, I didn't even write the point in. So this new point is going to be -8, -3. So my new point will be -8, -3, it will be here. So now I come and write the point in, -8, -3, there we go. Hopefully this video was helpful in answering question 1.